What training do you need to be a life coach? If you're asking this question, you probably are considering going that direction. There's some things that you need to know. Stick around until the end where I'll give you a specialized training opportunity that you might be really excited about. Let's jump right in. Anytime we talk about training for life coaches, the question comes up, do I need training? Is certification required? Do I need to get a license? The answer to all of these questions is no. You don't need it. This is both good and bad news. The good news is, well, you don't need to get a lot of expensive training, certification, or licensure. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to get a degree. And the bad news is, nobody else needs to do these things either. And so the barrier to entry in the coaching industry is very low. This may change in the future. Who knows what's going to happen when different jurisdictions decide whether they're going to regulate this industry or not. But at the time of the recording of this video, not required in most places. Having said that, just because it's not required doesn't mean that you shouldn't seek to get some appropriate training and or certification to do this work. This will also become relevant when we talk about how you're going to get clients to coach, because potential clients are going to have much more confidence hiring a coach who does have some training and certification than one who does not, all other things being equal. So why training? Training increases your credibility, and it gives you the skills and the knowledge that are relevant to help you become the kind of coach that you really want to become. If I offered anybody an opportunity to be a really bad coach, would they take it? Yeah, and I put it that way because it's really obvious. It's not that you just want to be a coach. It's that you want to be a good coach, an effective coach, one that really makes a difference in the real lives of real people who will hire you to do what you do. That's why training is so valuable. My wife and I are going through some renovations, some remodeling of our home. Even as I'm recording this video, there are projects going on by skilled workers in our home. Do I want to hire unskilled workers to come in and do my remodeling? No. I want people who know what it takes to create the effect and the results that we're looking for. And it's the same thing in any industry. I think another advantage that is sometimes overlooked is your own confidence. How much more confidently will you approach your clients knowing that you have training or certification or credentials behind you? As you learn the skill sets that are necessary to be an effective coach, like active listening, goal setting, personal development principles, models of positive psychology, achievement, the interviewing and communication skills that are so necessary to any work that involves close relationships with other people. In addition to learning some of the ins and outs of the industry itself, how to structure a session, what are the ethics of coaching, how do I charge money for my services? All of these could be key areas of training. And if you're considering getting into a training program, let's look at some of the elements that might be necessary for you to select a really good program. Before we do that, would you take a moment to subscribe? There is more here on this channel for you as a developing coach. Subscribe and we'll make sure that you're connected to it. So what makes a great training program? And there are many available, ranging from an online course to a full immersive experience where you're on site as if you were going to school at a university. I would encourage you to look for a program that has hands-on experience, opportunities to actually practice what you're learning. This is one of the fastest ways to build your skill set and to actually practice what it is that you are learning in the content part of the course. You'll want to find something that gives you a solid foundation in coaching principles. One of the hardest things for new coaches is doing what I call staying out of the pool. And the pool is the compelling story or narrative that your client brings to the session. Most of us feel, as humans, that our own circumstances are extraordinary. As coaches, we understand and know that circumstances are neutral. But it's really hard to stay in that neutral ground when our clients are making such a compelling argument that their circumstances are extraordinary. This is something that requires some skill, and I mention that because it comes with practice. I remember when I started in my psychology career, wondering, can I do this in a way that I don't take everybody's problems home with me? I had to learn that as a young psychologist, and it is a skill that can be learned and practiced. If we get in the pool with our clients, we're going to be taking all of their issues home with us. And that's not healthy. Besides, it's stealing. Now, I put it that way on purpose because would you ever steal from your client? Of course not. But what if you take their problem home with you? Well, you're stealing their problem. They need it for their own development and learning. Let them keep it. They are fully equipped to handle it with your guidance and coaching. They can handle it. That's all about learning to stay out of the pool. Another aspect that I would encourage you to look for as you're considering training opportunities is community and ongoing support. Coaching tends to be a very solitary kind of an endeavor. It's entrepreneurial. You don't typically join a large group of other coaches. You set up a solo practice. And that can be very lonely and isolating. It's important to have people in our world who understand us and who can provide mentoring and support and opportunities to mastermind or collaborate. Some of the best coaching programs that I'm personally aware of include an element of community and support. I didn't come here today to sell you on my program. I don't want to keep it from you if it's a good fit for you. I provide a certification to become a certified positivity practitioner. In fact, we'll queue up the next video for you where you can learn more about what that looks like. How to become a certified life coach the positivity practitioner way. I share this with you as an example of a program that combines scientifically backed principles of positive psychology, including powerful models that you can use with your own clients, and combining that with opportunities to practice with a community that can support you and provide ongoing education and support. Come take a look at that next video, and that will give you a better feel as to whether this would be a good fit for you. Whatever direction you go, think about the value that you potentially bring to the world as you step up to fulfill what a lot of coaches feel is a calling. It's something that they are designed to do. It's part of their life purpose. If you can fulfill that purpose, your life gets better. And that's the selfish part, because there are countless people out there that you can elevate and serve as you do that. As you put yourself in position to do what a lot of coaches I work with consider to be a calling, a greater purpose for their life, something that they were designed and put on the planet to do, two things start to happen. Number one, your life gets better. Because how would it feel to be really engaged in something that you feel is your purpose on this planet? And that's the selfish part. Because the other thing that happens is that lives of countless other people are elevated and improved and enriched because you showed up to do what you feel called to do. I support you in that journey, and I'm honored to be on your team. Come and watch that next video. It's ready for you. Click on it, and I'll see you there.